Hello, welcome. This is your daily tarot card reading, and I'm doing it, it's getting a bit dark outside. I've sort of had another day of just relaxing, I have to be honest with you. It's been very nice. It's been very, very nice. So I hope you're doing okay, wherever you are on Gaia. And we're going to go into this energy, we're going to see what message the tarot's got. It is going to be the soulmate reading, okay? Soulmate reading today. But I do want to say that really just go with whatever resonates. So it doesn't have to be about your soulmate. It could be about any connection, even a friend or a family member. You might just feel that you resonate with the message in any which way you choose, because messages can come in all subliminal ways. So yeah, we're going to see what we get, and I'm going to pick some cards as well to do with our journey, because I really do believe that for some of us it's our relationships that actually bring us home to our own enlightenment, to our own it's our own journey back to self-realization, which is enlightenment. You know, it's coming back to becoming more conscious, you know, and for a lot of us that's what the relationship journey really is about. And it can come in any form. It can be in a family member relationship that it brings us back to self. It can be a friendship. It can be a lover, soulmate, twin flame, you name it. It can be any type of connection, because like Eckhart Tolle says, relationships are here to not make us happy but to make us more conscious. So that's what relationships are here to do, is to make us more conscious. So you know, that's why it doesn't really matter what the relationship is. But I do set the intention that this is a soulmate reading, because the soulmate union is a little bit different from the twin flame union. So let's go into it. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for supporting. Happy New Year. I am going to do a yearly forecast. I haven't done it yet, I keep forgetting. But for now, we're just going to do this, okay? I need to write that down. I want to do that. Okay, so yeah, soulmate, or whichever relationship you need to hear about. Okay, so we've got 3 cards to start off. Very nice cards, actually, very nice energy. We've got here Temperance. Okay, now this is all healing. This is harmony. This is, you know, it's about the tarot showing the harmony and the higher learning here, okay, that's going on. This is very powerful, and it's not really what I expected to see. It's not really what I expected to see, because it's so beautiful and powerful, but there's something extraordinary going on here for you and your person, your soulmate, or whoever this person is, and coming into the present moment, okay, because this is all about looking forward. This is about accepting the present moment and not trying to move forward all the time, not trying to project into the future, but just learning how to be in this harmonious, beautiful energy. This harmonious, beautiful, peaceful energy that is inside you already. You know, it's already here. And that's what these cards show, that energy is here, and it's here and now. It's here and now. You don't have to look into the future to find this energy. It's already inside you. Now, also, I feel healing is taking place for your soulmate. Something is shifting for them. They have been very trapped mentally, and they are trying to put on a front here that they don't really need you, or that they are really well put together when actually they're struggling. They're starting to realise that they just need to open up, and it's for their own health. They definitely want to move on. your soulmate does not want to stay stuck in the past, okay? I think they've had a hard time, and what they're doing is now they're realising for their own healing that they have to let go of the past and open up and be more honest and show some vulnerability to you, because this person does care about you, and they're trying to be more in touch with their feelings. Now, the challenges are dropping away as they listen to the higher guidance, and as you listen to the higher guidance, all of the challenges start to drop away, you know, because when you listen to higher guidance, you're then supported by that higher guidance, you see. And the temperance is all about higher guidance and beautiful healing energy and being more harmonious and gentle, and this is about opening up. So I feel you're doing this work. I feel you're guiding this work. You are being more harmonious and peaceful. You are following the higher guidance, and it's meaning that you're being more open with your true energy. The challenges start to drop away because you're honouring your soul journey rather than going into the ego mind and doing silly things and trying to go out there too much, distracting yourself with, I don't know, whatever it is you normally do, whatever it is you normally get up to. You're not doing that. You're actually honouring the grace of God, the grace of Spirit. And so you're being supported by Spirit. And I feel your soulmate is starting to mirror you. Okay, this person is starting to mirror you, whoever this person is. And basically, as you both come into the present moment more, because you're not projecting into the future so much, and you're not holding on to too many past stories anymore, it's like you're moving forward. You're both moving forward. Can you see? You're both moving forward. You're both being in the present moment and just taking each day as it comes. And all of this mental entrapment, all of these difficulties become healthy. Now, on the person's face, it can look like it's a bit of a strain. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? But I think it's very obvious. Knight of Wands energy. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of power here. There's a lot of passion to heal. There's a lot of passion to move forward now. That's where the drive is, you know. And it's like, I may not be perfect. I may not be 100% sure what I'm doing, but I know I'm passionate enough that I want to make this happen now. I want my healing journey to really work for me now. And I feel this is echoing both in the soulmate or whoever your connection is and in you. You know, you're both echoing each other. It's a very lovely vibration I'm getting here. It's a very gentle vibration. Now, you've got here the feeling of, I think, shutting down the structures. Any of the old patterns that you used to have or they used to have is starting to fade away, because the Emperor reversed is, you know, Emperor is all about structures, and in reversed it's like the breaking down of structures, and that's a very good thing, because what we want to do is we become more conscious, more enlightened, you know, is to, and you can only really experience true love if you are enlightened and conscious, because anything else is ego, and that's more like lust and addiction, you know. To get to that point, it's the breaking down of the old patterns and the old structures, and this is definitely, these are the old patterns, and then it's in reverse. So there's the breaking down of the old patterns and the old structures, the old karmic patterns, because what you both want is this. You both want peace. You both want harmony. You know, this is what you want. And it's like we've got here a King of Pentacles reversed, you know, and that was the feeling of not feeling stable. I feel that there's obviously somebody around you with a masculine energy that isn't very stable, and I did say that further up, that it felt like the masculine energy was not really as stable as they make out. They try to show they're stable, but they're not really, you know, and but we're coming out of this rejection. There's been a lot of rejection and abandonment energy, and that's being healed. Not feeling so abandoned, not feeling so rejected, moving forward, just not focusing. I think the soulmate connection is there's less of a feeling of rejection and abandonment. There's more of a feeling of just healing and moving forward and being at peace and accepting the past the way it is, you know, and coming into the present moment and embracing the energy from spirit, that spirit is divinely supporting you and divinely supporting this person. We've got the Hangman reversed, you know, that is absolutely universal forces waking you up, waking your soulmate up, or whoever your person is, you know, into this much more healthy energy. I think they're waking up. I think they're realising after being very, very stuck for a long time, this person's been very stuck for a long time in their own suffering, and their suffering's been in the mind. It may have been triggered by something, but it's been in the mind. And the thing is, you're a mirror too, and your pain has been in your mind as well. And now it's about making healthy choices. And the more healthy choices you make, it's like a snowball effect. The more healthy the choices you make, the more conscious choices you make, it just gets easier and easier and easier, and more and more and more conscious. And then that's leading you to, you know, spirit really bringing you to a spiritual awakening. And that's what this is all about. Like I said, you know, when you're in a place of pain, you might seek solace in attachment, intimacy, you know, relationship of any type. And then as that pain fades away and you start to realise, I'm not in pain anymore, you don't need to seek solace in these things anymore, you know. You start to find your own consciousness, you start to enjoy your own energy, your own vibration, and that's what's happening here. It's happening for you, and it's also happening for your person. This is the lovely thing. You're both starting to realise that you don't need to run and hide anymore or be addictive anymore. You can actually enjoy your own healthy energy, and spirit is saying well done, because you're getting a lot of support here by spirit to do this. And look at this card. I feel you and your person, you're not really together, but you're both in a much more beautiful energy, and it's so healing and it's so lovely, and actually you're both, you know, very you're either really getting on or you're really attracted to each other, because the energy is just becoming so nice, and you're both getting much more stable, because the masculine here has presented as quite unstable underneath the surface. But they're starting to surrender. The masculine person's starting to surrender more and more. Whoever's got the more masculine energy, you know, the more driven, the more ambitious, the more crazy, the more wild, that person, they're starting to surrender and not fight the process. So you're both now surrendering, and you're both starting to get more in touch with the true self. There's less ego, there's less mind activity, there's less toxic behaviours and addictions, and it's like coming to a much nicer energy here, much calmer energy, you know. And there's a good message here. There's a very good message. We've got the Page of Wands. You know, that is a beautiful message, and it's also about a new beginning. This is a new beginning for the soulmate, or whoever this connection is with you. There's a new beginning here, and more information coming out, you know. Here, this is information coming out, and I also had that here, didn't I? this came out here. So I think your person could be showing you more of who they are, but it's only happening because you're doing it. You're coming more into your true self. You must reject the ego identity. You must reject the ego mind, and you must really start to embody your true essence. You know, whatever that is, more sensitive, more soft, more gentle, more present. You know, not bitter about the past anymore. Removing your addictions gradually. I mean, I don't encourage people to go crazy taking their addictions away, because you need them to a certain degree, but wean yourself off gradually in a safe way. You know, because your addictions are your coping mechanisms for your ego, because the ego is the bit that's in pain and it needs the addiction. But gradually you can wean yourself off the addictions, because you start to realise you're not so in pain anymore. You know, you start to allow yourself to feel your pain, and the more you gradually allow yourself to feel your pain starts to dissolve, it starts to evaporate. And that's when you start to feel the true love underneath, which is your heart chakra, which has never been in pain. You know, the consciousness within, there's no pain in the consciousness, and it's there the whole time. So the pain is just an illusion, really, but it feels very real, don't get me wrong. When you're purging, the pain feels very real, but you will get to a point where you realise it wasn't really real. It was just old energy that needed to leave me. There's so much peace and harmony coming through in these cards. I can see how much work you're doing to come back home to self, you know, and to realise that there is no real pain inside me. You know, that's just old stuff, and it's all gradually going. And I don't need to tell myself stories about it anymore. It's just dissolving naturally. Information coming out, it becomes easier to open up. It becomes easier to just show what your true energy is. You don't need to play a role or create an identity anymore. Just be you know. That you don't have to put any effort in either. Remove the effort. This is putting in lots of effort. You might have been putting in lots of effort into your connections, into your soulmate or whatever relationship it was, and now you're realising, I don't need to do that. I don't need to put all this effort in. I can just be me, because consciousness doesn't need to put effort in. You know, because consciousness, when you're in consciousness, your energy is much more gentle, because you trust in spirit to do everything for you when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your life, when it comes to anything. And that makes your energy much more gentle, because you're not trying to control anything anymore. And it's very enjoyable, you know, it's a very enjoyable energy, and it's nice because it means you can relax. You don't have to keep putting effort in to try and please the people around you or to try and do the perfect thing. All you have to do is just shine your beautiful light and do the basic tasks of the day. Now, Spirit's rewarding you if you're doing this work with this awakening, where you realise some amazing things, and then bringing you this amazing opportunity, passion, you know, creativity, a new project, a higher learning, whatever it is. It could be lots of different things, depending on who you are, but whatever it is, it's going to inspire you, and it's going to grow, and it's amazing, and it's going to surprise you. And it's coming because if you're doing this work, if you're rejecting the ego, if you're rejecting the false self, if you're pushing your old identity away and you're saying, no, I want to be the true spirit, I want to be the true me, you're being rewarded. You're coming out of the mental suffering, you're becoming more healthy, you're awakening to a higher level, and then Spirit's bringing you something like a little reward to say, well done. And you've got so much support here from Spirit, and your person too, because this is the soulmate reading. So you're mirroring, there's a lovely energy for your soulmate. Your soulmate's, like I said, coming much more into the present moment and learning to connect with their own energy and try to forgive the past and to try and make more healthy decisions themselves. Now, this could be someone new coming into your life, or it could be somebody you already know, but you're starting to line up with each other. You're only ever going to receive what you are in your energy. So if you want your relationships to evolve and change, you need to make the change happen first within you. And the brilliant card at the end is the Page of Cups, which is a loving message. So you could be receiving a very nice message, okay? And it's coming from a very sweet place. And it could be coming from somebody younger than you, or it could be coming from somebody who is just young at heart. You know, we've got 2 pages here. It just feels like a fresh start, a new beginning. And it's very nice. Let's have a look at the Lover's Oracle. It's a lovely energy here for this reading. Very, very nice. And remember, if you're starting to manifest this energy within yourself that I'm talking about, it just takes a little bit of time before you start to see things in the physical reality, because you're manifesting here, conscious manifestation. By embodying consciousness energy, consciousness starts to work through you, and it's going to take a bit of time before you start to see physical manifestations of it. Secret admirer. So yeah, so it hasn't quite come through into the physical reality. Secret admirer, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. You know, and I did say about information coming out. Let's have a look at the spirit guides. Such a lovely reading, isn't it? Still feel like it's a new year. I keep saying all of them are new year readings. Rites of passage. So your spirit guides are saying that what you're going through at the moment is a rite of passage. It's a gateway. It's an energy portal. You have to go through this point in time where you become much more conscious. You know, this is the journey back home to self now that we are doing collectively on this channel. You know, we're ready now for this. We're ready to shed the ego identity and the old patterns, and now we're going through this energetic portal into the new timeline as the true consciousness, the true self, you know. So your spirit guides are supporting you with this. Let's do some self-mastery cards. I've got some different cards as well, because we're now moving into this next chapter of our evolution. I thought it's going to be nice to actually do some cards to do with self, to really look at our journey, what we're doing here for self. But you know, it's all mirrored, so everything is mirrored. So anyone that's connected to you, and I don't mean people you chase, because that's attachment, that's ego, and that's not your people, but people that actually come into your reality spontaneously, yeah, they will be your mirrors, and you will all be mirroring each other on this journey in different ways, to different degrees, but you will be mirroring. So let's see what we get here for the self-mastery. Tirelessness. Although the road may be long and hard, as a master, my heart is always filled with love for my task. My goal is just a little ways around the next corner, over the next hill, and I persevere. Okay, and that's actually a beautiful message, because Ramana Maharishi used to speak of being diligent, you know, and just persevering, you know, and some days are harder than others. Some days it's very hard to ignore the ego mind and the desire and the addictions that the ego wants, because it craves connection, you know. But as you make the journey back home to self, you start to realise you don't need those addictions, you don't need those attachments anymore, because everything you need is in here, spirit, you know. And that's, you start to feel that love, and it's a beautiful energy. But yeah, you do need to persevere sometimes. Darling, I'm just finishing off the reading. Sophia, she's just talking to you. Sorry. Just as I'm finishing up. So yeah, that is a lovely message, isn't it? I persevere. So yeah, sometimes you've got to persevere. And I always say, if you are struggling with this and you just don't know how to connect to yourself, you know, and you just feel like you're too obsessed with your connections, you can talk to me and we can do a session and we can do some cards to help you, because you don't have to cut cords with your person. You can still have a connection with your person, but the most important thing is coming back to self, you know, and embodying this beautiful energy of the self. And then Spirit supports you in wonderful, mysterious ways. And that's what's happening here. We've got such a loving message coming in. People being more open to who they are, being supported by Spirit, awakening, moving forwards, going through this transitional point, which is really needed. I am willing to learn. The more I learn, the more I grow. And I do feel your person is mirroring this very much. They're starting to realise, no matter how old I am, I can always learn more, and I do so with confidence. Okay, so it's a lovely card. These are the Louise Hay cards. So, okay, so that's the message really. It's a lovely energy, and it is about learning. Hierophant is the higher power teaching us. And that's what this reading is about coming into a more beautiful, harmonious energy, and a loving message coming in because of it. Okay, so that is the message. If you do like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you'd like a one-to-one tarot, I am here. You can contact me on any of the methods below, and I'm sending you lots of love and peace for the new year. I'm just going to say that again.